Greetings, friend. How are you doing today? I have one question for you today. One question. My question is, have you ever been disappointed? Have you ever been disappointed? And perhaps it's a less intense disappointment, such as, you go to the grocery and they did not have your favorite loaf of bread. Perhaps you did something, but the result is not as great as you love it to be, but it's something minor. Or perhaps it is a more significant disappointment that caused you heartbreak. That just something happened, you're just so disappointed, and your heart is broken. Because the root of all the heartbreak is disappointment. And it could be somebody passed away. It could be a marriage that's dissolved. The root of heartbreak is disappointment. Actually, you're disappointed that things not working anymore. You're disappointed that this person's not here anymore. Your hope has been crushed, right? And so what can you do? The question is, if you ever experience a disappointment, particularly a disappointment that is not just a fleeting passing moment, or even that too, even if you say, I drive all the way to here and I thought they would have this thing and then they don't have it, and now what am I gonna do with my breakfast tomorrow, or what am I going to do for my children, something like that. Same thing with any disappointment. What can you do? And there is a lot of different ideas out there. There is a lot of, if you Google how to heal disappointment, there's a lot of different ideas from a lot of different places, and they're all wonderful ideas. And at the same time, I know one thing that can help you heal your disappointment as well as somebody else's disappointment, in a very powerful, very efficient way, and very fundamental way as well, is to go back to where disappointment come from. True disappointment, not just some fleeting passing one. True disappointment come from your heart, from our heart. When we're really feeling disappointed, feel it. Think about something. If you want to experiment even at this very moment, think about something that just you're so disappointed. Where do you feel it? Most very likely it's from your heart if you really tune into it, because disappointment, that's why it's called, but that's why a significant disappointment is called heartbreak, because it's come here from your heart, and you feel as if your heart breaking because you're so disappointed. So it's from your heart. And so how do we heal something that come from the heart? There's a lot of different things, but also, of course, we want to address the heart, in this case, the emotional heart, and perhaps in some scenario even the physical heart. But the heart, we want to go back to the where it come from, the source of it, to the location of it, which is the heart. And so in this, and what can you do? One thing that heals heart very efficiently, very effectively, and also in a beautiful, most soothing way, is love. Love heals all. If you ever have this experience, you go to, let's say, a doctor. It's a really good doctor, super skillful, super knowledgeable, and all these things, but the person's just work like a machine. Bam, 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 bam. You can feel that when it's a person just like, okay, next patient, next case, next patient. And a lot of time you will be able to say, yeah, you're really, really skillful, but I don't feel you care and any love at all. Versus you go to another doctor who is very skillful, very knowledgeable, and at the same time the person's truly care. You can feel the difference. And you feel that you have been helped so much more with the one who care, the one who actually love what they're doing and love you as patients, as a person, and want to help you heal. That's because the doctors who come from love, caring come from love, love will help heal everything. You can do everything so wonderfully, and at the same time, if there is no love in there, there is the people can feel, and it's basically empty. And so, by going back to disappointment, to heal your heart, to heal your broken heart, we go to love. We're going back to love. Now, how do we do that? How do we do that? Particularly if we don't have lots of people saying, "Oh, I love you and I'm going to help you." And at the end of the day, in my experience working with grief clients and oncology clients and myself, at the end of the day, everybody can tell you that they love you, and that might make you feel better temporarily. The most efficient, powerful, effective love actually is to come from yourself. Now you might say, well, yeah, but my heart broken. I'm lacking love right now. And how am I going to do that? Well, we share actually in the last couple days, we share that how you can do that even as your heart is breaking. Even as your heart is breaking, you can bring into your mind somebody who you feel love. So perhaps somebody in the past, perhaps somebody in the present, that when you think about, it's bring love to you. And in the ideal world, if your heart is breaking, it's not the same person who's breaking your heart. Something else is. But in something that will bring you love, and you just feel the love. And then and we shared this the other day, where you can feel love when you think about this person or this path or this plan. You feel so much love. You're like, oh, I just love you, I just love you, I just love you. And you feel love bubbling, and you feel that as if you're feeling this warm, soft, kind of comfort, kind of loving feeling. And yes, it is something that even as your heart is breaking, and this is with every grief client, every oncology client, and myself, you can actually bring into your mind and your heart somebody else that you love and love very, very much. And once you do that, if you are to heal your own disappointment, then as we shared yesterday, actually bring the image of you in this being enveloped with love. Bring the image to your heart, not just to your mind. Bring the image to your heart, being enveloped with love, the love that you feel and bring up for somebody else. Put your image in there and say, I'm sending much love to you. I'm sending much love to you. And say your name. And then you say, I'm sending much love to myself. And it's actually good to actually put you as a third party, a different person, instead of immediately saying, I'm sending much love to myself. Some people find this a little strange. And it's actually, it's almost like back them off from the scene, so to say. But if you bring the image of yourself being almost even like as a little girl or something, and say, I'm bringing much love to you, I'm enveloping you with love, and here's much love into your healing. And then you can repeat that and say, I'm bringing much love to me, I'm bringing much love to myself. This is if you are healing your own broken heart, if you're healing your own disappointment. And if this is somebody else, that's exactly the same. You just bring love into your heart, and bring this other person image into the scene, and put it right in there and say, I'm bringing much love to you. I am enveloping you with love. I'm enveloping you. You're not just sending love, but you're enveloping this person with love that you feel bubbling you and enveloping you at the same time, and almost feel like a sphere. Imagine like you are in a bubble, in a bubble of love of you and this the person that you love very much, or the plan or the path that you love very much, and also this other person that you want to send love and heal. And just do that over and over again. Do that every day, once a day, twice a day if you can. And if it takes a little time to explain. When you actually sit down and doing this, it literally takes a couple minutes, at the most 5 minutes to do. And if this is to heal your broken heart, wouldn't 5 minutes a day or 5 minutes couple times a day worth your time? So, or somebody you really, really love. And so just you can practice this. You can experiment in this. And if you want to, and you don't even have to have a broken heart. If you feel any disappointment, or you feel, which the majority of us, practically everybody can benefit from having more love. And so you can even experiment this in your life on day to day and see how you feel as you go. Experiment for a week, sitting down, bringing somebody you love into the image of somebody to your heart, not just to your mind. And then also sending it to someone, sharing this love, enveloping and sharing this love with someone, or do it for yourself and see how you feel. Of if you do this on consistent, regular basis with somebody else, sharing the love with somebody else. Check with that person. Don't tell that person what you're doing, and then check it with the persons after a week or two and see how they are, how their demeanor. Perhaps they don't know, but how their demeanor toward you. You will see if you have a baseline on how it is before, and you do this on consistent, regular basis. I have done this many times. I have clients who's done this many times. At the end of a week or two, you can see that their demeanor is a lot more relaxed and a lot softer with you, and that's because they feel the love. We know that everything is energy, everything is vibrations, and love and things from your heart reaches so far out there, more than even what's in your mind. Your mind energy reaches this far, your heart energy is beyond the boundaries, beyond your 6 feet. And so that's something you can do when somebody, yourself or somebody, have a heartbreak. Yes, there are a lot of things you can do. Yes, you want to do a lot of different things. You want to do forgiveness and so on and so forth. But one thing that works very consistently, very efficiently, and very effectively is going back to love. Because when someone's heart is broken, when you are disappointed, that's when you feel that love has been taken away from you, or you feel you can benefit from more love. And perhaps you don't realize this, but that is actually what's going on. And so I invite you, if you like to just join me. Even if you are at this very moment, you don't know anybody who has been disappointed, and doesn't have to be major disappointment, but even if you don't know anybody who has been disappointed, and definitely if you know somebody whom you care enough being disappointed, just experiment if you like to doing this for daily. It takes you about 5 minutes for a week, and just experiment enveloping, bringing love, and enveloping yourself with love, somebody whom you really, really love, that will help you bring into this state of being in love, in full love, with love, and then sharing that to someone whom you care, perhaps yourself, perhaps somebody else, and then see how do you feel, and how this person feel after the end of the week. And please welcome to share in the comment below if you ever practice something like this, if you and how's your experience, or if you ever notice somebody who perhaps interact with you with love and without love, and how the difference, like the example I just gave with the doctor. And please share in the comment below if you have any feedback. And I see that you are in a lot more ease and a lot more joy and a lot more peace of mind, and make it a wonderful, thriving, wonderful day, week, and life being in love, because love at the end of the day is the source of everything. And I see that you have a wonderful time and a wonderful week, and I love you very much. I'm sharing a lot of love with you, and I see that you are thriving even more with love. And this is Bridget with From Grieving to Joyful Living, and I look forward to see you again very soon.